It looks like we might have a little luck because I see that Black Blog Talk is up. That means that I can take some calls and we can come through and talk to all y'all. Well, this is the time and everything is going to be all right. We drop dimes. Actually, we never do that. Ain't about snitching. Ain't trying to hear no complaining. The time is now. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, and you know how we do. We always come by. We make sure that we say something little fly. We got to do a little something to keep your attention in the middle of the night so we make it right. And I'm going to make the game tight, and I'm hype, and I'm ready to do this thing because I'm the type to get the thing correct. And I'm going to treat y'all with a whole lot of respect. Hopefully you do the same for me because I would do the same for you. And you know how it is and what we do. I got to turn down the volume on my device because it was kind of loud and that ain't nice. I don't want to hear no feedback on the mic, and I want my speakers to be coming through and sound weaker. No, strong. Yeah, we go long, and I do this thing, pick him up like a pair of tongs all day long. It's right, can't be wrong. Everything is gonna be all right. We talk about the passport bros tonight. The passport bros. What y'all know? What y'all know about the passport bros? Well, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I didn't know a lot about the passport bros. I knew a little something. You know, I had my own feelings on it. But tonight, I thought it would be interesting for us to go into it and see what we really know. Find out what we can really find out. Go deeper into the story. See if it's going to get scary like a horror movie is gory. You know what I'm talking about. We're going to check it out. Investigate. Yo, see what's out. See what's in. Yeah, within. I'm going to do this thing. It doesn't matter if life's a sin. And it's not. Yeah, things I got, I bought for myself, had to work for it. You know, spoil it. Yeah, everything will be okay. We do this thing every single day. It's the Daily Go Getimism Show. Power. It's the Daily Go Getimism Show, y'all. Power Monday all up in your area. It's Power Monday in your area. Power Monday all up in your area. Power Monday all up in your area. Power Monday, baby. Power. That's how it's going down. I hope y'all had a good day. Power Monday, the last Monday of the month, the last day of the year. It is September 30th. Well, actually, it's the first of the month now. And before, hold on. It's the first of the month now, but this show represents the day before 12 o'clock, because we on the East Coast. So it's 2 o'clock in the morning where I'm broadcasting from. But we talk about Monday because it's not fully Tuesday yet. You know what I mean? We don't consider it to be the next day until we go to bed and wake up, and then, we can declare it the next day. But if we still up from the day before after 12 o'clock, you can't be calling that we can't be calling that the next day. But it is, but speaking of October 1st, before I go any further, I'm going to have to dedicate this show to my late great stepdad. That's what I'm going to have to do. My late great stepfather, he was my dude. That was a good, positive, strong, influential male figure. And he was definitely a father in my life. So for somebody like me to be so blessed to have a biological father that never left me, never left my side, was always active, and we was like this. My stepdad was the same way. So on my right hand, my biological dad, and then on my left hand, my stepdad. Henry Roscoe Blue was born on October 1st, 1935. He closed his eyes for the last time February 10th, 2010. He would have been 75 that year. So I know he has become my angel or my ancestor, and he smiles on me, he protects me, he watches over me, and I'm sure that sometimes he gets a nice little laugh out of the deal too. So dedicated to my daddy, dedicated to my daddy. It's his birthday. See, I don't do death days, but I absolutely do birthdays. So I might have to do something. I might have to do something special with my stepdad. I might have to do something special for my dad today. He liked to do a lot of things. He liked to gamble. He liked to drink. I don't drink no more. I'll figure it out. Anyway, we are talking about the Passport Bros tonight. The Passport Bros. What do y'all know about the Passport Bros? Well, the Passport Bros are a bunch of sort of like an allegiance, a fraternity, not a real organized set of American men who are going out of the country, South America, the Caribbean, Europe, Asia, Africa, wherever they can go and travel to because they like to travel and they want to meet women outside of the United States. They have grown tired, sick and tired of American women, or as they say, Western women and their entitled ways and their selfishness, their was like what do they call that? A women's liberation. What do they call it? What do they call the women's liberation movement? But that's not what I'm looking for. Anyway, they say American women, they want too much and give too little. Their expectations are crazy high, and what they deliver is way, way low. So they said, look, I'll go out of the country and find me a wife. I'll go out of the country and find me a girl. They also believe that women outside of the United States are prettier, have a greater upside, are more submissive, believe in more traditional values, are easier to get along with, are nicer, appreciate men more. So there's something to it. Now, of course, a lot of American women don't agree with this. And there may be plenty of men who don't agree with it either. Personally, I've never had a problem with American women. I'm not saying I've never had any women problems, but I mean, not to the point where I feel like I need to go out of the country. I've been out of the country. I've met plenty of women from overseas, and I found them to be interesting, good looking, whatever. Was I ready to bring them back to the United States and make a family with them? No. Was I ready to, get my passport stamped on a regular basis and go back over there to see them? No. But I can understand. Wanting a change of scenery, a change of pace. Some people like change just for change's sake. So it might be something like that. But we can get into it, man. Let's talk about it tonight. I mean, some men might come in here who consider themselves to be a passport bro, and we can talk about it. Now, I thought the passport bros were mostly black men. No. I thought it was like American black men who really just wanted to date interracially, because it happens a lot. You know what I mean? Black men, you can't talk black men out of some. Anyway, but no, turns out the white men are the ones who got this thing popping. I think they're the ones who actually came up with the term passport bros. So, let's get into it. Monday Night Power Monday. Please hit the like button. I know that we short, but out here, we never gonna get caught. And any support that you give will help me live, and I appreciate that because I'm positive. Ain't nobody gonna come through making things worse for the God. Everything don't have to be hard. I make sure that everything is gonna be all right. We getting into it tonight. Passport bro, passport brothers. They going overseas looking for some other kind of women that look good. Maybe they ain't slimming with a couple of ties. You say hi. That's how it's going down. All right. T. Carey Wright, morning, noon, and night. It's always great to have my peoples going directly into your sight. And Hunk says Seahawks lost. Yeah. Yeah, they did. Bend over, really. And Vixen, peace to you, Vixen. What's good in the hood? Gravel path 221, yo, son. I got a question, G. All right, you can ask that. Bravo says, are you affiliated with Sean Combs? I would, if I was you, I would do myself a favor out the gate and go somewhere with that bullshit. I mean, normally I entertain trolls because I like to joke around. I like to have fun, you know, and all that kind of shit. But that's not going to fly. Like, listen, man, you know, don't come over here with none of that funny shit, none of that fruity shit, none of that rainbow shit. It's not appreciated. It's not welcome. You know what I mean? You can hang out. I don't care. You know, I don't really care about what anybody else does in their bedrooms or whatever. But when you bring it into my living room, we got a problem. That's all I'm saying. You can do whatever you want to in your bedroom, in your house. But when you bring it into my living room, now we got to have a conversation because I allow only what I allow into my crib. So go ahead with the bullshit. You might be playing around, whatever, but nah. Take that shit down. Take that shit up the block, down the street, around the corner, wherever you're going to take it. All right. So Gravel Pet says, brother, nah, I wasn't trying to start no fruit roll-ups. Nah, what I mean, G, I just didn't know if you attended the freak offs. Why would you think, what the fuck? Who do you know? Who do you know who is not a known celebrity who attended any of that dumb shit? Come on, dog. Come on, man. I mean, come on, ain't nobody over here stupid. Come on, man. Don't. One thing I can't stand is, you know, a motherfucker that take a little jab and shit, you know what I'm saying? And then when you come at him, then he went back up. Oh no. No, I didn't mean it. Like, get the fuck out of here. Go ahead with that shit. You wouldn't ask me no dumb shit like that in person. Don't ask it here. I mean, seriously. I don't know a regular motherfucker around the way, you know, just some random nobody person who has never been signed to a record label or never been in a movie who has ever been to a Diddy party. None of them. I don't know of any. If you know some, then you wouldn't even have to ask the question, right? Did you see me there? Okay, so back to this thing. The passport bros. You know, now when you think about the passport bros, you're really talking about men who have grown sick and tired of American women, or what they call Western women, and what they consider to be their conceit, their arrogance, their entitlement ways, you know, their I don't need no man kind of ways and things like that. And they say, well, listen, I want to be around some women who are pretty, who take care of themselves, who do want a man, who do feel like they need a man, who do want to, you know, who enjoy the company of a man and is willing to do whatever they want to do. I mean, what they're willing to do, whatever they have to do in order to be down. Bobby Brown Jaw says pedophile bros. You think so? What is that? What does rapists have to? What does rape have to do with anything? No, real shit. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Because you wrote that shit 4 times. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Kyle says my ass is 5'5" and broke, still got a girl. I feel you on that, Kyle. I feel you on that. I mean, you know, I couldn't imagine being so frustrated with. There are 50 states in the United States. 50 states, and 2 of them are not even in the United States, not in the continental United States. So it's hard for me to think that you can't find a woman that pleases you, that will satisfy you, that you could get along with, that you can really relate to in the United States. It's hard for me to believe. But maybe you don't feel like searching, or you think that there's another place that can give you the results that you're looking for faster. And I can't be mad at that. Like, I might not want to go to Wyoming and Nebraska and Iowa and the Dakotas and in California and Oregon and Washington, Montana, Wisconsin, Illinois, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, Maryland, Pennsylvania, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, New York, Jersey, Tennessee, Kentucky, Minnesota, Michigan, Illinois. Who am I? Colorado, Oklahoma, Arkansas. Come on, y'all. What else? I might not want to go to all of these places trying to, find the love of my life. Even though with the internet, you might be able to cover a lot of ground real quick. You won't have to necessarily beat the pavement. Okay, here's how it goes. Check this out, Bobby Brown Jaw. Here's the thing. You write rapist one more time, I'm bouncing you out of here. I don't like to do that, but I'll do it. Because number one, you messing up the chat. You keep doing it, you're out of here. I mean, simple as that. You can hang out, but you can hang out and you can be a dickhead, but you can't fuck up the flow of the chat. I won't allow you to do that. Dad says your hair's shiny as fuck. Yeah, and it's clean. It's clean as fuck too. See, I wash it, I shave it, and this is not even shave day. You know what I mean? So I'm woofing a little bit. Tomorrow is shave day. I shave every other day. I shape up my beard, do everything myself. I keep myself clean. I'm handsome. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. My people's Coco T was good. They talk about U.S. women aren't traditional, yet they aren't traditional men. Interesting. Yeah. And that is what they say. They say that they're going overseas looking for men with more, for women with more traditional values. Traditional values. Now, all men who consider themselves to be a passport bro aren't cut from the same cloth. They're not all the same. Gravel Path says, yo, do you respect Gravel Path? That's it. Any more of that fuck shit, that's it. So you in the same category as Bobby Brown Jaw. That's it. And I'm not playing. I ain't really. You catching me on the wrong day, Daniel. Let me see. Daniel, what's that? Stoggs do? I don't know. So why does he keep saying that? Shit, I thought you was talking about Diddy. LOL. I was going to bounce myself. You see what I'm saying? Like, what is this shit? Yo, man, but you know what? I'm going to tell you like this, and I'm going to get your name right. Get your name right, man. Daniel. Oh, Stoggs deal. Yeah. People come through and they troll all the time. And, I like to laugh. I like to play. Normally, I go back and forth with them if they say something funny. But don't nobody. We did a whole show Friday night about all they want to talk about is Diddy and Trump. Like, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of this shit. You can't have a social media timeline or news feed without somebody talk about Diddy and Trump. I'm like, come on, man. Y'all grown men and women. You ain't gonna tell me that somebody you don't know is on your mind 24/7. I mean, something is wrong with that, ain't it? It can't be. This can't be life. It can't be. All right, Dad says, what do you think about femboys? Kyle says, live in Illinois and met her literally next town over. I don't know what guys keep saying money and height matter. I've had too much luck for luck or charm for that to be true. Never even online dated. Just met and clicked. Yo, your story is my story. And your story is my story and a whole lot of other men's story. But some men, I guess they're looking for something different. Now, I'm not going to front. All of these men calling themselves passport bros and saying that, American women aren't this, that, and the third, and, calling American women fat. American women are a little thick. They're a little thick, but I mean, more cushion for the pushing. It depends on what level of thickness you're talking about. You talking about 5'5", maybe $175. Like, I don't know, you handle that. It's a lot of fat ass, but I don't know, whatever. And getting back to, hold on, and Coco T, yeah, Coco, there's no accounting for men that are looking for some kind of control over women. But when you talk about the passport bros, like, what kind of, I can't speak for all of them or even ask a question to all of them because they don't all have the same answers. They're not all looking for the same things. But one thing they all seem to agree with is that overseas has something that we don't have here. And that's hard for me to believe. I've been to Europe 3 times. 3 times. I have never been to Africa. I've never been to Asia, though. But I know a lot of people straight off the boat. I've known Asians that couldn't really speak English, that we had to work it out with. And that's I'm talking about women too. You know what I mean? So you get to know a person's personality and you see what they working with or what it's hitting for. So I met them in America though. And they were pretty cool. Did it make me want to get on a plane and go back home with them? Like, yo, hey, young, hey, yo, Kai Young, yo, listen, I need to go home, meet your mom, your pops, you know what I'm saying, bring you back to the States for a couple of dates. I don't know. All right. Okay. All right. Boom. Let's see. All right. Make this better. Okay. Kyle said it wasn't all that hard work. All right, Matt Diaz says it's called respect. American women have none. Now, why would you say that American women have no respect? You mean to tell me that you've never met an American woman that you wanted to date that had any respect for you? Because that's hard for me to believe. Because you get respect by being respectable and respectful. And you say never? Come on, Matt. Never? Senor Diaz, never? All right. Well, maybe we should define what you call respect. And tell y'all what, you can call into this show. This is a totally interactive show. No censorship allowed. You can say whatever you want to say. And I guess y'all figure, well, how can you say whatever you want to say, but you telling them not to ask you certain shit? You can say you can say whatever you wanted to say, but you can't be disrespectful in the chat. But if you call on the show, if you call in, you can say whatever you want to. And the number to call is area code 319-527-6199. That's the number to call. I said a 319-527-6199. Yes, y'all. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get on the line. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get your shine, baby. Get your shine, baby. Get your shine, baby. Get your shine, baby. 319-527-6199, baby. Call 319-527-6199. Press number 1, and that will let me know that you would like to speak. And then I will call you out by the last 4 digits of your telephone number. You can rock on it. Do the damn, do the damn thing. This is the Daily Go Getimism Show. I'm your host, Son 752, a.k.a. Omar with the... And if you can't say Omar with the... Well, then you just say Omar with the R. We are talking about the Passport Bros explained a little bit. Because I can't tell you everything about a passport bro, because I'm not one. All right. So Coco T says respect is mutual and foundational to any relationship. That's a fact. And she also adds, what up, Austin? Coco T also asks, how are women disrespectful? And Matt Diaz says, never. That had any respect for themselves. So you've never met a woman who had respect for themselves? Do you have any sisters? What about your mom, your aunts? Like you had to, like when you was in kindergarten, first grade, you ain't know no girls that was, they had to have started out respectful somewhere along the line. You know what I mean? Somebody had to have some home training. Somebody. Fancy Hokage says, why do y'all make it sound like all American women are the same? By that logic, all men are the same. It's just the ones that y'all meet, or maybe it's not them. Maybe most likely it's you. Well, and you know what? Fancy Hokage? You could easily say that. The thing is, we can't really account for somebody else's experience. Okay, if I don't like the items that they sell at Macy's, I might go to Neiman Marcus, Lord and Taylor's. I don't know if it's still open anymore, but you know what I'm talking about. I might go to another, I don't know, what's that? Nordstrom's. I'll go to another place that's selling what I want to buy. So if American women are not what certain men are seeking, and they've gone to a place that has women that seem to fit the bill of what gels with him better, I don't think we should have a problem with it. But I have a problem with anybody saying that all this is bad and all this is good. Because I mean, that's sort of like how racism works. Yeah, I'll put all of my money on white people because black people can never win. Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. That's when we get into that type of thinking. And I'm not, I use that example, even though this doesn't have anything to do with racism, because they're white guys. There are a lot of white guys who are passport bros, and they like, man, these white women are out here tripping. They out here tripping, talking about. I didn't know that white women was running around here talking about, I don't need no man. I didn't know that shit. I don't know how I missed it. I'm so used to only hearing black women say that shit. I didn't know white women was screaming that. I didn't know. Somebody better tell these black men, because they thinking that all white women are the need a man type. Not according to some videos I watched today. Hello World says passport bros got it like that to travel across the world, like Prince Hakeem and Simi. So maybe it ain't tricking if you got it. Well, it ain't tricking if you got it. It cracked me up when T.I. came out with that shit. It ain't tricking if you got it. Because when you really think about it, it's only tricking if you got it. It ain't tricking if you ain't got it. You can only trick if you got it. So it's tricking if you got it. All right. So for those of y'all who've never been to this show, we wear a uniform. We get dressed on this show. So I'm a little late. We almost a half an hour in. I'm a little late putting on my uniform, but I gotta put my clothes on. So this is how this go. Yeah. I switch out of the small chain. I switch out of the small chain like Mr. Rogers when I get home. So put on. These are cow bone necklaces. And cow bone necklaces, you see that? It's cow bone. There's none of this is wood. This is cow bones. But what we do is we give y'all a chance to get dressed too. So Y'all can let me know which one y'all want to wear. You can either wear the one on the left. Nice texture. You know, you see that? You see it's nice and shiny. That's cow bone, baby. Cow bone. Moo. So you can wear the one on the left or the one in the middle. The one in the middle has the black accents. Well, really dark brown. Or the one on the right. Which one y'all want? Which one y'all want to wear? And I'm going to show y'all what it look like when y'all wear it. Because you're probably wondering, how are we going to wear anything? I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. So this is the one on the left. Which one y'all want to wear? If you don't hurry up and choose, I'll choose for you. That's the one in the middle. And this is the one on the left. Which one? What's it going to be? What's it going to be? Come on, hurry up. The one on the left, the one in the middle, or the one on the right? Coco says left, and I think Coco is going to win because I ain't got all day for y'all to be looking confused. Y'all acting all confused like, what part of it? What is this? What's happening here? I ain't got time for that shit. So let's go. All right. Looking good here. Looking good. Let me give y'all some ocular proof. Show y'all what y'all looking like tonight. Let's see here. It's a good photo. This is you. Looking good out there. Looking good out there. You see that? You see that? Yeah, ladies looking lovely, looking pretty, looking beautiful, looking gorgeous, looking sweet, looking sexy out there. Brothers, you're looking handsome. You're looking suave. You're looking debonair. You're looking smooth out there. You could be a passport bro. You could be a passport bro. Go overseas, get you a little something nice. Get you a little something nice and submissive, something, you know what I mean? Something you can squeeze on. Something that'll squeeze back. Yeah, baby. This is how we doing it. That's how we doing it. Looking good. All right. So a common, I don't want to say a myth, but a common belief. Yeah, that's the good word. A common belief is that most of the passport bros, most of the guys that are willing to go overseas and look for women are ugly, fat, old, played out, nerdy, whack, weak. You know, like they don't really have what American women might be looking for in a man. So it makes sense that they would go overseas and try to find something that was easy picking, something that probably wants to make it back to the United States. You understand what I'm saying? But I don't, you know, from the videos that I saw, it ain't like that. It ain't like that. So, you know, they're saying that passport bros could be anybody, but, you know, they're looking for what they're looking for. So just like I was saying, you know, they might not have what you want at Walmart, so you go to Target. You know, they don't have what you want at Walmart or Target. You could go to Sam's Club, Costco, BJ's. Unfortunately, we can't go to Kmart anymore. I used to love Kmart. Kmart was dope. All right. Okay. What's the last four digits? Oh, I'll put the number in the chat. My bad, man. You know, let me put the number in the chat. Put the number right there in the chat. Please do me a favor, y'all. Hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. But most of all, just hit the like button. I know sometimes you come into the room, you get involved in the conversation, start reading the comments or whatever, and you just forget to hit the like button. But I need that. I'm trying to get into the algorithm. It just helps the channel. It ain't gonna put no money in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna blow up and get a big head over it. My head is big enough. You know what I mean? We good. All right. Coco T says, how are they disrespectful to themselves? Talking about the women Fancy Hokage says everyone is different. Not one person is exactly the same as me or you. Not one person is exactly the same as me or you. Everyone is unique in their own way. Maybe they have similar tendencies, but not all American women are disrespectful. No, they're not. Matt Diaz says, "What's the last four?" Okay, you got the number. You got the number. Oh, I forgot to pin it. I gotta do better at this. You know what I mean? I gotta get my shit together. Hold on, let me pin the number. Let me pin the number. Pin the number. There you go. Now it's pinned. It's pinned now. It's pinned. Okay. Fancy Hogan says, "Yeah, you're right. In my book, experience outranks everything. I'm not dogging dudes' experience, but not all of women are the same. Just like not all men are the same. I hope y'all find your partner." Word. And he also says, "I married mine, and I'm not even all that what is that, like all that funny or all that tall? I'm not even all that. 6'7", 280-pound man with a 6-figure bank account, thanks to good investments and smart financial decisions. If I can make it work, I'm sure y'all can too." You 6'7"? You played for the NCAA at one point? Coco T says everyone is trying to date outside of their lane and get rejected in that lane because they don't belong there, and then shit on the men or women. Interesting. You said left. Now I know what you meant. Sage of all time says raccoon knuckle necklace. Okay. All right. Fancy Hogan says exactly, Coco. That's what I'm saying. I have friends that know they're not all that and be trying to date supermodels. Then when the girls reject them respectfully, they take it as disrespect. Well, nobody likes rejection. Nobody likes rejection. And I don't know if all of the passport bros have dealt with perpetual rejection. I don't know if they're going overseas because they can't find women in the United States. From what I understand, they are looking for something different. They're looking for something that jives with their soul more. Like I heard that some of the passport bros are into younger women. So, now I don't care whether you like younger women in the United States or you like younger women anywhere you go. If you in your 40s or you in your 40s or your 50s and you're dating women that are in their 20s, like early 20s, mid 20s and all of that, I don't care whether it's domestic or overseas, you're still looking for the same thing. A part of you is looking to recapture your youth. Maybe more innocently, maybe you still want to have more children and you want to be with a woman that's still of childbearing age. My position on older men messing around with young girls is control. One thing is consistent about all old heads that mess with young chicks. They gonna have to pay like they weigh. Ain't no young chick gonna mess around with no old head just cause he cute, or just cause he can dance, or just because he dressed nice, or because he a gangster around the way. That's out. That is past tense. So that's not gonna happen. I see that we have a caller on the line. Caller with the last number 7135. I'm going to pick up the line in just a second. Let me just read the rest of these comments, and then it's me and you, my dude. If it's a dude, it could be a woman. It could be, you never know. All right. Marie Humphrey was good. All right. Okay. She says, I'm speaking facts. If you talking to me, I appreciate that. All right. Fancy Hogan says, not going to lie, Coco. I'm an average Joe, 4 out of 10, but I landed a model who happened to be my childhood high school sweetheart. She's beautiful, and I'm your average nerdy buff dude. Okay. Fancy Hogan says, so I can understand from both sides of the coin. Hello World says, passport bros are like sponsors, and if the U.S. is Walmart, what country or little island would you represent? Would represent Target? That's interesting. Okay, I feel you on that. All right. Coco T says at Fancy, but you seem like a good guy. Okay, all right, I feel you. My soap says over 70% of US males are also obese, and this could be causing a lack of overall initial attraction amongst the sexes. Well, that's what I'm saying. A general, I don't know if it's a misconception or if it's just the way that a lot of people think. A lot of people think that the passport bros or people who consider themselves to be passport bros are going overseas because they're not good looking men or because they can't find a decent woman here or a woman that would like them, respect them, or really want to be with them. I'm not so sure. One thing that my dad always taught me and that always stuck with me was you take yourself wherever you go. Everywhere you go, you take yourself. So if you are a liar, you're a liar in California, in Arizona, in Colorado, in Tennessee, Kentucky, West Virginia, Virginia, up to New York, down to Florida. So just because you go somewhere else is not going to stop you from being a liar. So guess what happens? When you lie here, you'll lie there. So you get called on your bullshit here, you'll get called on your bullshit there. If you're a thief here, you're a thief there. So if you steal here, and people are going to be wary of you and they're going to keep away from you because you're a thief. They're going to make sure that they don't let you around. They let you around their private things, their valuables, because they know that you steal. And if you steal here and get treated like a thief, then you're going to steal there and get treated like a thief. So, yeah, somebody might be starry-eyed because you're black or you're white or you're Hispanic or you're Asian, or because you have money. But after a while, after you get to know somebody, you're going to come down to earth and be like, wait a minute. Just wait a goddamn minute. Maybe this ain't what I thought it was. This might not be as valuable as I thought it was. Maybe this is not as worth it as I thought it was. So it's hard for me to believe that if women aren't giving you that kind of time in America, it's hard for me to believe that it's not going to catch up with you in Europe. You might still get some ass. You might even make a love connection if you go to Asia or Africa and they want to make it back to the United States the easy way. Sign on the dotted line. You my wife. I'm going to take you back to the crib. That's my life. And you going to do what I tell you to. And if you don't do that, then we and you are through. And I'm going to send you back home and go get another. And we going to get divorced. And of course, I can find another one just like I found you. I can find 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to do what I want because you got to come to me and don't front. And I mean, you was the love of my life and you were real pretty. And I had a baby with you. And that's kind of shitty that I would even break up because you ain't listen. But I got to do this thing for myself and I ain't dissing. But I told you what it was from the gates. I'm putting out my money and it won't be late to the party. Understand my reason. I'm going to bring you over here. There won't be no treason. You can't be acting like you're all independent now. I got you from Europe. You in America now. So I need you to act like you did there, not the way the women act like when they here. Because I am done with the women here. That's why I came and got your ass from over there. Do you understand? All right. Selena, Philippine brides. I'm Philippine. All right. Hold on. I need to take the call in a minute. Okay. Marie Humphrey says they go over there getting robbed and killed, etc. It's crazy. Oh, word. Okay. Marie also says they know American women are going to set boundaries, and them women overseas don't want them either. Wow. I'm doing good, man. You know, feeling like a real man should. Thanks for coming through, Marie. I appreciate you. And Fancy Hogan says, love how you're just chatting and interacting with the chat. You got a new subscriber. Y'all, what? Hold on. Let me show you what we do when people subscribe to the channel. When y'all get down with the movement. This is what we gotta do. This is what we gotta do. This is what we gotta do. And this is how we move. This is what we gotta. This is what we gotta. This is what we gotta. I'm not lying when I say that I appreciate when you come through, you subscribe, and you ain't hating. Well, that's the kind of people I need. Y'all are the life force. That's the blood that I bleed. And I'ma let you know right now, every night we do this thing because we down like a submarine. They'll go real low. You understand? You're here with the DG show, Daily Go Get 'em, and we get high. You think that we not doing this, but I say it's time for us to get real. And I'm gonna tell you exactly how the man feels. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for coming through, and I appreciate you more than you think I do. Appreciate y'all, man. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. That's what happens when you subscribe over here. All right, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take the caller. He's been patient, or she's been patient. Caller with the last numbers 7135. Welcome to the Daily Go Get 'Emism show. Thank you for waiting so patiently. Appreciate it. What's on your mind tonight? Talk to me.
I was just calling in because your topic hit right on me. And a bunch of things didn't sit right with me. You're talking about, like, a lot of people have the misconception that passport bros are leaving the state because they're not attractive. I pulled hundreds of girls, bro, easily with no trying at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you.
But the consistency.
You said hundreds of girls, though?
Like the depth of human beings here and how much effort that they put into relationships is lacking, dude. It is not what I'm looking for. Something real, something with substance. You know what I mean? And I lived everywhere, bro. I lived in New York. I lived in, you know what I mean, out in California, like SoCal, and I lived in NorCal. I lived everywhere, bro. You know what I mean? All across the country.
Mm-hmm.
It's different. Like, girls are different in other countries. They give a man respect, and they treat themselves with respect. And I made a comment on there about women not respecting themselves. When it comes to a loving relationship, you got to give your all to the person you're supposed to be with. You know what I'm saying? You can't be giving attention to fucking Tom, Dick, and Harry and talk about you love the next motherfucker, bro. You're a whore. That's what a whore does. You know what I'm saying? From a man perspective or a woman perspective, you can't divide your attention. That's not truthful to yourself. That's not truthful to no one else. And that's what I was saying about women disrespecting themselves. You got to value yourself in a relationship and see yourself as the prize. For someone else to treat you as the prize, you got to act like the prize. You got to only give your devotion to one person, or else who wants that? Like, who?
Well, you know, all right, so I'm trying to get into what you're saying, because on one end, you're saying that women over here are totally disrespectful, but on the other end, you're saying that you have to carry yourself in a respectful manner, and you have to carry yourself like you're the prize. So if you...
No, I'm talking about them. They're being disrespectful to themselves by, like...
okay.
From a love perspective, because the way I see love, you got to give 100% of this to the person you're trying to love. Modern women, bro, in the Western world, dude, they're giving their attention to 20 fucking plus dudes, bro. They're all whores, bro. They're all run through. That shit was like roast beef down there, bro. Don't lie. Like, you know what I mean? Real shit. I ain't sugarcoating nothing, dude. My grandma didn't give me the recipe, bro. That's straight up how it is. That's how it is. They're giving attention to multiple people, and you don't respect your own self and your own heart to find love, to devote yourself to one person and make it work. That's what love is. Love isn't trying every flavor at Baskin Robbins and picking what one you like.
But hold on. Now wait. Now when you start using words like whore or whatever, in order to be a whore, you can't just know a lot of men or talk to a lot of men. You have to have sex with a lot of men. So are you saying that most American women are dealing in multiple sexual relationships? That's your experience?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know that's the truth.
No, I don't know that that's the truth. I don't know.
Oh shit! I don't know where you've been, but
yo, hold on. I'm 54 years old.
I used to run through them. Listen, bro. I used to mac it. That's what we used to call it back in the day. I'm an old head, right?
How old are you? Wait a minute. How old are you?
40, bro. I'm about to be 40.
I'm 54. You're back in the day. My back in the day trumps your back in the day. And trust me, I've been around.
And dudes used to do it. And these girls are putting up 10 times the numbers that any dude's ever put up in a weekend, bro. They're fucking 40 dudes in a weekend.
Okay. Now, I'm not saying that there aren't women out here who are sexually promiscuous, but I'm not going to say that it's every other woman.
Most of them. Nah, not everyone. Not everyone. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the ones that I've run, like the ones that I've come across. Good girls, you're not going to find. You know what I'm saying? They're hiding, bro. They ain't gonna find no good girls.
Hiding where? Where they hiding?
We're never gonna see it.
Where they hiding?
At their house. At their house.
Oh yeah?
They ain't fucking coming out around other people.
So if you know they're in the house, then you should know their address. So you should know what doors to knock on, shouldn't
you? Yeah, if it was that easy, right?
All right, wait. So have you gone overseas? Are you a passport, bro?
My fiance is from the Philippines, yeah.
Okay. Did you get her from the Philippines, though?
Yes, sir.
All right. So you went to the Philippines. Now, you know how easy it is to pull Filipino women because they want to come to the United States and they're very sexually free. I'm just going to call them sexually. I mean, the whole Navy used to go to the Philippines. I mean, now,
I know.
Now, wait a minute. So I just want to get this straight because I do know something about Filipino women. You telling me you calling American women whores, but you went and got a Filipino woman?
Nah, I got my fiance is a good. She's like a country girl. She's from the mountains. You know, she's not. I'm a country boy too. Also, you know what I mean. I'm from the sticks, bro. So I was looking for a country girl. I don't care where I gotta find you know what I mean. Where I gotta look to find one. It wasn't about And like I said before, it wasn't about I couldn't find them here. I found plenty of girls here. None of them matched up to me. Like, none of them were the right one. You know what I mean? Trust me, I looked, bro. I looked everywhere. I ran through them like it was going out of style. But none of them seemed to match, like, what I wanted out of a relationship or what I wanted from love. Like, none of them. Which is sad and disheartening. So I literally had to go across the world. Like, that's how sad that it is. You gotta go across the world to find someone that wants actual love. Not someone to pay their fucking car note. Not, you know what I mean? Not someone to buy them a Gucci bag. Someone to love you.
So Filipino women don't like to have they don't like to have things paid for and things like that?
No, I'm not saying that. And I'm not saying I wouldn't care for I'm not saying I don't care for my whole family. I take care of my parents, I take care of everybody, bro. So,
no, I understand what you're talking about as far as gold digging is concerned.
That's but man, dude. If you're not taking care of your business, then you're fucking up, bro. My old lady ain't never had to work. Any old lady I ever had in my life never had to work, bro.
You're an interesting character. Wait a minute. So you're telling me that most American women are whores, but you went to Southeast Asia to find a woman of virtue? That's an interesting place to go.
Has better values.
Do you think we live in a post-racial world?
Other ones here, I haven't found them here. I'm not saying they don't exist. Of course they do. You know what I mean? Like they got to be somewhere. There's got to be good girls somewhere. But from my experience, you know, I can't speak for in a like totality, and I can't speak for other people's experiences. Like, I'm sure there's great women all over the place, but not where I live. I live in the middle of nowhere, bud. I live in the sticks. there's more cows where I live than people, and there's more corn than that.
Okay.
So there's no women to find up here. Like, unless you want to date your own cousin, that's pretty fucked up.
So if you from the sticks, where did you find? Wait a minute. If you from the sticks, where did you find all of these hoes? Who's? You know, like it don't sound like it was enough.
I travel if I need to. You know what I mean?
Come on, man.
I used to work construction. So I traveled around a lot. You know what I mean? I'd be in different cities and shit for jobs and stuff.
Okay. All right. Cool. Well, all I'm saying is this. Like I was saying earlier, you take yourself everywhere you go. So if so if women are attracted to you here, more than likely they're going to be attracted to you anywhere you go. But every man is going to have every man is going to have a different experience with women. Like I've known good looking men who really were terrible with women. So it wouldn't matter. I've known good looking men who even had money and they still have problems with women because their personality and their energy attracted a certain kind of thing, and it also rejected a certain kind of thing. But I'm thinking
when I had the most money in my life. That's funny you say that though. When I had the most money in my life is when I did the worst with women.
Why is that?
And I don't know. I think it had something to do with like just it like making me cocky. You know what I'm saying? Looking back, it just like I was overly confident. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't worried about shit. I don't give a fuck what you do, bitch. Like, I don't care. You're leaving? Go. I'll catch a flight to the next city. I don't care. Like, leave right now. I'll buy you your Uber. But but I got less. I was less of a person. You know what I mean? I think more money makes people change. I really think it changes people. The most kind-hearted and the most gracious people I ever met in my life had nothing at all, dude.
Well, yeah,
nothing.
I mean,
I hung out with millionaires. I know millionaires, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I know groups of millionaires. I hung out with all millionaires when I lived in California. Mm-hmm. The most wholesome people I ever met had nothing at all to offer except for their kindness, and they were the kindest people.
Well, if you're a nice person, you're a nice person. It doesn't depend on how much money you have. Of course, having money and access can change your options, and it can have an effect on some people's personality. But if you are a decent person on the inside, that's never going to totally dissolve just because you come across a couple of dollars. But it can change it can change your expectations of things. You know, like
And I noticed that with myself. Like momentarily, it made me think that you know what I'm saying? And I'm not bad looking, bro, at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got offered a job to model for Abercrombie and Fitch. You know what I mean? I am not bad looking. I didn't, I don't know. I just felt like I deserved more if they had more money. You know what I mean? Or better from someone. With looking back on it, I feel like a fucking complete jackass. You know what I mean? Because human beings are human beings. How are you going to expect more from a human being than what they could possibly give to you? So I felt like, you know what I mean, like a jerk and inconsiderate just for thinking like that, like about other people.
Well, you know, we can all fall into to pitfalls of, we can all fall into negative thinking, you know, depending on how we're treated and what we think that we deserve. But you know, I'm not going to say all American women are. Let me put it this way: if I go overseas, I'm going overseas, but I'm not going over there with the expectations that I'm going to find something better than I found here. I've been able to find good here. Of course, I've been able to find bad here, but it wasn't like I didn't have the experience of, you know, a string of bad women or evil women or money grubbing or inconsiderate. I haven't. That's not my experience. Most of my relationships with women have been really, really positive. It doesn't mean that it always worked out. I mean, I got some shit with me too. So, and then, you know, I got to be honest about my role in anything, the same way that I would expect any woman that I'm dealing with or that I know to acknowledge her role in things that work out or don't work out for them. Now, what I've noticed a lot from people who complain about like the dating pool and whatever, they seem to think that there's something greater somewhere else out there. They seem to think that wherever they are, there's nothing good there. And I could understand.
Oh, the grass is always greener analogy.
Yeah, I mean, so I can't blame them for you know getting their passport and traveling if they have the means to do it. But I think you still have to keep your expectations realistic. I had when I was in my 20s, my friends, they used to go to Brazil a lot on a regular basis. Now these were guys that used to get a lot of ass.
Boy.
They used to get a lot of ass. But the ass was
crazy, bro.
Yeah, and they found that out at a young age.
Don't wear your ass out down there, boy. You be tired. You better drink a Red Bull. And
that's what he said. That's what they all said. That's what they all said. So they was
be sleeping on the plane home, something like that.
So they was getting ass here, but they was getting pretty and easy ass down there. You know what I'm saying? So
it's a different type of woman. It's a different type of woman. You know what I mean? It's like, man, it's a difference between night and day, bro. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
There's a difference between effeminate women and women who think that they're all that. Dude, if I want a woman who thinks all that, I'll fucking turn gay and start fucking men. You hear me?
Slow down, partner. Slow down.
I'm just saying. That's what I'll do.
We ain't got.
If that's what it comes to, if the woman wants to be more manly than me, then I'll just go fuck the guy.
No.
I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be in contest with my mate. That's not how a relationship's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a equal partnership, not two people butting heads. Like that's not what it's supposed to be. Someone has to be the submissive one. That's how a relationship has to be. There always has to be a submissive one, and there always has to be a dominant one, and that's the way humanity has survived for this long. That's the only way humanity has survived. That's how human race exists. It's because men are men. That's how humans exist.
Because
that's it. Not for any other reason.
Because men are because men are.
That's why human beings exist. Because men killed saber-toothed tigers. You know what I'm saying? Someone has to be the protective one. And when you have westernized women that are trying to act like men, because that's how the government has made it impossible for a man to provide for an entire family. And so they enslaved women also, so they could be slaves too. So now you both owe 40+% of your paychecks. When it used to be one man could work and provide for a family of four, now one man can't work and provide for his own self at a regular paying job in the United States.
Interesting.
So they made it impossible. They did it on purpose. They did it to destroy the family unit so that everyone would be slaves. That's why they did it. It's not like a hidden agenda. It's done on purpose. The same reason that they have what's it called, Planned Parenthoods everywhere. The same reason they do all of that, to depopulate and to keep people slaves. They're not doing it for fun. It's not like some conspiracy. It's a real agenda that they're doing to keep people less than they're supposed to be. And I got a 133. I'm not super smart, but I'm a sub-genius level. So they're not pulling the wool over my eyes ever, not in this lifetime.
Well, it's hard for me to give, even though I know I understand, government conspiracies and many of them have been true, but I don't consider that to have a lot of impact on how I run my personal relationships. I mean, either I like something or I don't like it. So I'm not going to follow something just because that's the quote unquote right thing to do or the in thing or the cultural thing. Like either I like it or I don't. So what might work in my household might not be what works in another man's household. But if we talking about the passport bros, there's a general feeling amongst all the passport bros that they can't find what they want here. And it's almost like from what I've heard from a lot of them is that they are snubbing it or rubbing it in a lot of the American women's faces. I don't need you. I get on a plane, I go get somebody else. Now I'm like, that's a personal victory, but it's only one win. It ain't like millions of men are flocking over to Europe or Asia or Africa or South America or any. You know what I mean? They are like, all right. It's like when people. It's like when people. Hold on. It's like when people get pissed off about interracial dating. I'm like, you lost one. The fuck. You know what I mean? It's like that's like losing one jelly bean in a big ass jelly belly jar. Like, what the fuck? This ain't you ain't killed nothing. You know, but of course
I can't understand racism, dude, because I'm high in 57, bro. I got a sliver of everything in me, so I don't. Racism to me is just like the absurd shit. It makes no sense to me. You know what I mean? I'm every type of white, I'm every type of Spanish, and I'm a sliver black too. You know what I mean? So none of it makes any sense to me. People always talk all this wild shit and like, it means nothing. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, aren't we just one people, or is that just me inside my own body?
Well, it doesn't make it might not make sense until it hurts. When it hurts, it makes a whole lot of sense. Like, oh, okay, I get it. Time out, goddamn. No, I mean, listen. I wasn't even, only brought up the racist angle. I didn't even really. I was just talking about interracial dating. Some people believe in it, some people don't. So, but some people get so bent out of shape about interracial dating. I'm like. It might be a celebrity, like you don't even fucking know them. Like, it's not gonna, it doesn't affect your life. It's not putting food on your table. It's not taking food off of your table.
You ain't never seen no baby cuter than a mixed baby, is all I'm saying.
Well, it all depends on the, wait a minute. Whoa, slow down, partner, because mixed babies can be ugly as anybody else. You know what I'm saying?
That's your own fault. Ugly people shouldn't breathe like that.
I've seen I've seen ugly ass interracial couples. You know what I'm saying? Like they say
I've also seen mad ugly people have the cutest babies too. So
listen, I've dispelled that myth plenty of times. Like, hold on. Two ugly people do not always make they might make a pretty baby, but it might be an ugly ass kid. You know what I'm saying?
They grow up to be an adult with like Shrek.
Shit, the ugly might kick in by the time they like 4. But anyway, but like I said, when we talk about the passport bros, they generalize a lot. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they do.
Yeah.
They want to believe that there's nothing in the United States that's good or at Western as they call them. So when he say Western, I mean, you have to talk about everything from the North Pole down to Argentina. You know what I'm saying? Or because we can't go to the South Pole. So anyway, but so I'm like are Argentinian men, out here like, yo, man, we gotta get the fuck on up out of here. These Argentinian women on some bullshit, like, I don't know.
Nah. Women from Argentina are crazy too, bro. I used to have a few that worked for me when I lived out in California and ran my own business. They were wild as shit, boy. Crazy drinkers, like crazy. They would outdrink the dudes I had working for me.
What all I'm saying is, as far as them being in their home country, there could be plenty of men that are disenchanted with them or tired of their shit, or like for us, they might be the greatest thing since sliced bread. But to Argentinian men or whatever, they might be like, fucking Argentinian bitches ain't shit. I gotta get them out of here. I gotta go to the United States or somewhere. Like whatever. I mean,
everyone likes their own flavor. It's like, you know what I mean? Everyone likes their own thing, and I don't think pigeonholing anyone, whether it be passport balls or whether it be whoever, I don't think pigeonholing anyone's all right and like stick them in a little box like everyone does this one thing. But you can only judge life from your experience also. You know what I mean?
Right.
So if people
Without
have
a doubt.
bad experience, if their whole thing is you try all you want, like dude, like I said, I've had hundreds of girlfriends, bro. Were any of them the right one? Fuck no, dude. Or I'd be married right now. You know what I mean? So I got fed up. I'm old. You know what I mean? I'm 39, about to be 40. I got no more time to waste. I'm not doing it. I don't got time to play games with someone who's going to talk to 25 other dudes on Snapchat today. I don't got time for that shit. I'm trying to have babies before I die. You know? That's it. That's what it boils down to.
Oh, you don't have any children yet?
No, sir. No, sir. I wish, man.
So wait. Man, your woman is from the Philippines. Are y'all married yet? Y'all married, right?
Nah, we're just engaged. We're about to be married.
Oh, let me get this straight. You went wait a minute. So you went to the Philippines and brought back a Filipino woman and didn't marry her?
I didn't bring her back. No. I didn't bring her back. No. I'm moving there after we get married. I'm moving there. I might move there and then get married when I go there. I'm not sure I'm not sure if I'm gonna bring her here so we can have a wedding around my family and then bring her there and have a wedding around her family and I just stay there. I'm not living here, dude. You know how much it costs to live in the Philippines? Nothing.
Yeah, I know. It costs something to live in the Philippines. It's just not expensive.
$40 a day.
No, I mean,
you're having the best time of your life, bud.
No, you're not having the best time of your life. You know?
You are in the hills where I'm going. $40 American is like fucking. I mean, first of all, $1 to theirs is like 56, 1 to 56 ratio.
No, no. I understand the exchange rate. What I'm saying is,
in the hills, everything costs nothing.
What I'm saying,
I'm gonna go to the mountains up there. Everything costs nothing at all, dude.
What I'm saying is, culturally, it might not. You have to be into that. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Oh yeah. No, I love the island life. I'm good with it. I don't mind farming and you know what I mean, working for my living. That's fine by me.
What are you talking about? Southeast Asia. You know, you're talking about the South Pacific. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But I guess I totally missed what you were saying in the beginning. I'm thinking that you went over there, brought her back over here. So you went all the way over there and got turned out.
Nah, I guess, yeah. I guess so. If you want to call it that, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that's cool. All right. So anything else?
No, that's it. I just wanted to speak with a point of view. Like it's I think that generalizing it all is just too much on either side, I guess. Even like, but when people do generalize, everyone has to understand it's from their own personal opinion. So no one should be judgmental of that, because you have to understand everyone's got their own personal experience in life. Mm-hmm. And I guess that was my overall point that I was just trying to make, but just give my side of the story also.
That's cool. I appreciate you calling in. I really do. And thanks for sharing your story.
Yeah, man, you have a good one. I'll still be watching this thing.
All right. And I wish you the best of luck.
Yeah, man. Peace with you.
Okay. Holla back.
All right, my brother.
Good stuff. Extremely interesting. And y'all can call into the show too. If you want to call into the show. And by the way, when I have somebody on the line, y'all can still call in. There's no busy signal. I got like 50 open lines, so y'all can call in 319-527-6199. The number is pinned. And like he proved it. Like I'll let you say whatever you want to say. You can get your shit off. There's no censorship. You know what I mean? I give you the floor. I didn't rush him off the phone. He's good. You can call in and do the same thing. 319-527-6199. 319-527-6199. This is the Daily Go Getimism Show. I'm your host, Sun752, and we are talking about the Passport Bros explained a little bit. Are you a passport bro? Do you have ambitions of being a passport bro? Do you want to get on a plane and go somewhere where you don't have to explain somewhere where you can really make it rain for a little bit of change and totally rearrange your cultural structure, get you a little hottie, take her back to the States and wreck the body. And she will even listen like she was on the phone with you. You are all that, and she gonna get you. Hit the like button, y'all. Share the show. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. We have another call on the line. Call up with the last numbers 7619 and a caller with the last numbers 3138. I'll take that caller right after 7619. So caller with the last number 7619. Welcome to the Daily Go Getimism Show. Thanks for calling in. What's on your mind tonight? What's good?
Get these illegal immigrants and niggers out of my country.
You know what? I forgot that dickheads will call in and troll. I forgot to warn y'all. Wait. Slow down, Donald Trump. Slow down. Oh, he hung up. Okay. All right. So we're going to take the next caller. I forgot to warn y'all. I did. I don't know. My brain was cloudy. I forgot to warn y'all that a lot of times people will call in to troll. You know, they don't really have anything to say. So I have to pre-warn y'all that, you know, you might get some of that energy. So we're going to take the next caller. And I don't know if this call is associated with that caller. So I want to pre-apologize to the caller before I take the caller on for associating them with the last caller. But I also want to warn y'all that it could be that way. All right, so caller with the last numbers 3138. Hold on. Before I do that, let me do something else. First of all, I want to thank Matt Diaz for calling in. Appreciate you, my dude. And I also want to shout out Dylan C. and Hello World. And nah, fuck you, Andrew. He's like, no. And Acid Touch, what up? Thanks for coming through. And Spartacus. Just want to make sure everybody get acknowledged over here. And my people's scene flexing was good. Just want to make sure everybody get a little piece of the birthday cake. Everybody get a little piece of the birthday cake. All right. And bruh, that's a lot of caller. That's your name? Bruh, that's a lot of caller. The hell? All right. Okay. Caller with the last numbers 3138. Thank you for holding. Welcome to the Daily Go Getimism Show. What's on your mind tonight? What's good?
Hey, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Thanks for calling in.
Hi, I'm actually Coco T. How's everybody doing?
What up, Coco? Thanks for calling in.
How's it going?
Man, feel like a real man should. Everything is going well. You know what I mean? I'm out here warning people that it might be a fluke, but this should be a goodie. What's on your mind? What's up?
No, you know what? I said let me hold on, because originally when you call onto the phone, it'll tell you that like you have another call in queue. So I was like, maybe I should just hang up just in case this person is like, they take a little bit of time. But I said, let me just hold on. And I'm glad he actually said what a foolishness he had to say and get out of his system, but he really did.
You know how I go.
But I wanted to say some of the things that I was mentioning in the chat. And
okay.
If you guys can't hear me, I'm sorry, because like my family members are asleep, so I'm trying to like
No, you loud and clear. They can hear you. They can hear you good.
Okay, good. But I wanted to just make a point or two about the whole passport bros. I'm one of those women that I'm in agreement to some of the movement. I'm in agreement if you're a good guy looking for a good girl within your range. My issue with the passport bro, several things, is one, as I mentioned in the comments, is that I feel like people aren't really staying in their lane when it comes to dating. And when they go and they veer into this other lane for some other reason, and they try and attract people in that lane, they get rejected. Then they feel so demoralized, and now they're like, everybody's, this girl isn't shit, and this guy isn't shit, and everybody's a piece of crap. When it's like you shouldn't have been in that lane to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
Like nobody wants to be average. Nobody wants to date at their level. They want to date above them, and then they don't realize that they're dating above, but if somebody was in that bracket, that person is dating below. So why would they want to use whatever their currency is, whether it's a woman with her youth, an attraction, so that's her currency, or it's a man who has money and that's his currency. Like, make it the mutual exchange and keep it pushing. Instead of acting as though you think that the person all of a sudden is going to like you for something that you don't even like them for. If you only like this woman because she's attractive and young, and she only likes you because you have your money, when your money is gone, she's out the window. You didn't like her because you liked her. You liked her for one thing and she liked you for another thing. The transaction is over.
Let me ask you this, Coco. Let me ask you this. Let's speculate. Let's just speculate for a minute here. I want to ask you how, if you could speculate on how many women would have to reject a man or be disrespectful to a man or show him a negativity in her personality and her dealings. How many women would it take for a man to start to generalize that it ain't no good women out here and that he should jump on a plane and go somewhere else to find some women? How many times would you say, or how many women would it take for him to arrive at that kind of conclusion? Just guessing.
Well, I think, you know what, I think that depends. I think for me, what I'm seeing is, I think that I'm a woman of a certain age. I'm 54 years. I'm 54. I'm 50 years old. So I think when a man my age approaches me, I'm expecting the approach to be more respectful, and I'm not expecting you to be so sensitive. Meaning that if I say, oh no, you know, thank you. Like if you give me a compliment, you say, oh, that's a beautiful dress you have on. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I keep it pushing. But if you're just expecting to have a conversation and there's like some more engagement in that, then maybe that's not what I want. Maybe you're just saying, you know, my dress is beautiful is enough to me. The same way I could tell a man, oh, I love that cologne you're wearing, doesn't mean I want it to turn into a transaction. It could just mean a compliment. But if you're a younger guy and you give a woman a compliment, I find that the younger guys expect there to be some sort of transaction after the compliment. Like it's almost like they almost feel entitled, or like the woman feels obligated and they feel entitled to it. And that's where the problem lies. Because just because you're telling a woman she looks beautiful or her dress is beautiful, whatever, doesn't mean you're entitled to contact her later on. Just like she's not entitled to be to get contacted by you because she said you have a nice cologne.
Okay.
Like there's too much expectation in just a compliment, and when you don't get what you want, the rejection seems louder than what it is. It's like you just been rejected. You weren't attacked. Nobody hit you. Nobody attacked your manhood. You were just rejected. If she said I'm not interested, then I'm not. Just keep it pushing. There's no need to get upset and irritated and damn near violent and embarrassing. But that happens with younger men because they don't know how to handle rejection at all.
Mm-hmm. I believe that.
You know what I mean? So I think it's a little bit different. I think if they understood that rejection is just okay, you know, this person isn't interested in you and keep it moving instead of holding on to that rejection, and then the next woman you meet, you kind of still have that residue from the rejection of the other woman, and now you're not treating her well.
All right. So in most relationships, people say that you have to put in work. Do you think that most men who consider themselves to be a passport bro don't want to put in any kind of work? They expect everything to just come to them, or you know, like, I
think it's passport bros in general. I think it's men who are like, and this is women too. I think in general, I think that people don't put in effort because they don't know what it's going to turn into. It's like people want to put in little effort to maximize the return on the effort. So
well,
if you're saying, you know, you start talking to somebody, you're like, oh, well, you know, I'm not going to take them to dinner until like the 10th date. It's like, who's going to hold on? That's very little effort. That's low effort. Who's doing that? Nobody expects to be taken to a freaking steak dinner on the first night. I mean, I wouldn't go on a steak dinner with a guy I don't know and I'm meeting him for the first time. Like, it should build up to that, but don't let that be kind of like the reward that you dangle in front of my face, and then you think that you're gonna hold on until the 10th date. Like, do what you do because it's what you're used to doing. Don't withhold something because you think, oh, well, I'm not gonna give it to you because you don't act right. But then you want to get the best of me by giving so little of yourself. I think it's silly. I think it's silly and unrealistic.
Well, the reason that I brought up the passport bros is because it's an extreme response to being rejected or not being able to find what you want. You know what I mean? Like I could understand like if I get rejected by a woman, whatever, I feel bad. Like if maybe I really was lusting after her, or I really wanted to get to know her, and I'm maybe I feel disappointed. But I'm not going to think that another woman on another day at another place at another time or whatever is not going to give me no play, or is not going to be to my satisfaction in some kind of way. So that's why I'd ask you, how many women do you think it would take for a man to become a passport bro? Because you're leaving the United States. Like, nah, ain't nothing here for me. It's over
women,
there.
Because I find that I don't think it takes much. I don't think it takes much interaction or much rejection for a man to feel like a passport bro. I think that men who are passport bros are men who can afford to go to other countries, and they do have different experiences, whether it's because the women are different, or because they themselves are different. I don't see many passport bros going to other countries and approaching the women the same way they do the women here in the States. Even though it's like they're sport fishing over there, they'll see a beautiful woman and they'll say, "Oh, how you doing?" And how you doing? And, "Oh, that's a nice dress." And that they're a little bit more lighter in their approach to them. Even when they get rejected, they're like, "Oh, another one is coming," so they don't even have time to kind of process the rejection because they think another one is coming anyway. So it's like, okay, well, like they treat them like a bus. Oh, well, I'm not going to get on this bus. She said, no, forget it. So then I'll track the next one. And there's nothing wrong with that. But my thing is, don't make it seem as though you're looking for something serious and like you're a good dude looking for something serious and you can't find it here in the States. When you can find it here in the States, you're just looking in the wrong place and you're looking in a space where you shouldn't be.
Yeah, but the thing is, let them tell it. The women are pretty much, throwing themselves at the men. So they don't have to work. They don't have to, like their response to their response to the compliments are more along the lines of, okay, yeah, I'm going to deliver on the compliment. Like you were saying that the young guys are expecting something else to come out of a compliment. When they saying that overseas, it does. So well,
then if it's that easy for you, then why wouldn't you want something easy?
But you have to go there to find out that it's easy. That's what I'm saying.
But it's not really easy. That's the thing. Like, it's not really easy. If a woman has the same approach, and let's say in the DR, than she does here in the States, trust me, if she's just walking up to you, giving you compliments and saying hello to you, they do that in Miami every day. You know why they do that in Miami? Because they want you to come into their restaurant, order drinks, and have dinner. It's a transaction either way you're thinking about it. You're not going to just walk up to somebody and have this, 2 or 3 minute exchange and think it's not going to go somewhere. You're in a place where that's supposed to happen. You're on a strip. What's on a strip? It's a tourist attraction. There's bars, there's dinner, there's all kinds of stuff. What do you think they're talking to you for? What do you think they're there for? The commoners don't go there just because it's a place to go. They go there because it's a place where you make transactions. Now, if you want a real family woman, then you'll be in a more family environment and you'll conduct yourself like a man who wants a family, not some man who's in like a kind of like the red light district. That's not what you want. But you have to say, oh, well, I'm leaving the States because these women are trash, this, that, and the third. Because then that means it's not your responsibility to correct it. Then that means that they're bad and not that they're not interested in you. It's just, oh, I'm not interested in them. These women are trash. These women have no values. All right, you go to another country, there's usually a bridal exchange price for that. So you go to the Philippines, you go to Thailand, these Asian countries, you got to give their parents something when you want to take their daughter. So it's going to always cost you something.
Well, that's not what I've been hearing.
Well, because they're not getting married to them. They're treating them fairly.
Well, some of them have. Some of them have.
There's everything that they're leaving here in the States. They're saying, oh, these women are too loose, and they mess around with all those guys and this, that, and the third. They go to another country and they do the same thing that they're accusing these women of doing here.
Well, yeah.
So what's the difference?
Well, that's what I was talking about with the first caller. Because I was like, in the Philippines, come on now, that's like Tijuana. Like you don't
You
go.
want the privilege of being with a married-minded woman, but you see her like a casual person. You turn her into that very thing you don't want. You don't want the woman to be.
Well, I know that the way that a man's ego works is that even if a woman appeals to his ego, like she's showing him love, affection, a lot of attention, and and she's beautiful or whatever, or appealing to him in whatever ways he's looking for, it's going to work for him. And and if he can't find that wherever he is, he's going to find somewhere where he can find it. He's going to find somewhere where it's available. So I understand that part of it. But, when I was asking you, how many men do you think how many women would you think it would take for a man to start to go overseas? I think it has to be a lot of women. I would think that his experience. Listen.
I find men to be very, very sensitive when it comes to rejection. You can date a man who you can, as a woman, you're 50 years old, let's say in my case, 50-year-old. I dated a man who was married maybe 15 years ago, and he's like, oh, well, I don't want to get married anymore. I'm like, well, okay, well, if you didn't want to get married, then why would you want to date a woman like me who told you she wants to get married? Why are you waiting until 2 years in to tell me that you don't want to get married because you had a bad experience with her? You see what I mean? It's like the residue. He could have been rejected when he was in the freaking 5th grade, and he's still talking about that now in the 10th grade. Oh, I remember I walked up to this girl and she said X, Y, Z, and now that's why I don't approach women. You've heard those stories before where men will tell you that somebody rejected them or they made them feel a certain kind of way in high school or junior high school, and it affects how they deal with women later on in their life.
No, I definitely. But that's why I say it takes more than
everything. She shitted on me.
But that's why I say
it could be one exchange, and he's ruined for life.
But that's why I say that I think it takes way more than just 2 women, because between 5th grade, between 5th grade and age 25, when you probably get up enough money to be able to travel and traveling is more than there's more to wanting to travel than just having the money. A lot of people are afraid to go to another country. So a lot of people are afraid to get on a plane. So there's some other factors that you have to take into consideration when you think about going overseas to try to find yourself a woman for yourself. Now, I mean, so a man may have been rejected several times a month or year by the time he comes to the conclusion that it ain't nothing here.
I don't think so.
Well, I mean,
I'm not saying he hasn't had rejection since then. I'm not saying that by any means, but I think the core, like the wound started when he experienced his first rejection.
Okay.
And that kind of sets the table for how he
once it gets
with women later on in his life.
But once it gets reinforced time and time again, that first rejection has validated what he's thinking, or whatever his thoughts are, or his feelings are, or his fears are. Now, me being a man, I know how many times that a man might approach different women, especially in his young life, when you all young and horny and eager and all of that kind of shit. So you might go through you might go through the strip club phase. You might go through the you went to college. You may have done a whole lot of things by the time, but it could be hundreds or thousands of women that you've tried to get with before you make the determination that ain't nothing here. But it ain't gonna be just 1 or 2. You know what I mean? That's not enough for a man to jump on a plane, and it's definitely not a good enough sample size.
You talking about it when around our age. I don't even think men are approaching that many women in this day and age.
They are, because the internet, they approach it even more. With the internet, they approaching hundreds a day.
An internet connection is not a real connection. Seeing somebody online and liking their picture and say, "Damn, you got a fat ass," is not. It's not like.
You know what? I used to say that too. Wait a minute. I used to say that too, but I had to stop saying that because the internet is the way of the world today. We can't look at it.
But
we can't.
You can't. But how can you be affected by somebody you don't know when you never even met?
The same way that you can meet somebody in a club. The same way that you can meet somebody in a club and kick it with them and think that it's all good, and the next week everything falls apart. It's the same thing. So one thing the internet gives people is they give you a much bigger sample size to choose from, and you get to know a person in a way that you don't get to know a person in person. Like I used to think like, no, in-person interaction is the only reliable interaction, and it's not. Because one thing you have to consider about, I don't want to say internet dating, but even just social media. If you are friends with them or you follow them on their social media account, if they post things, you get to see how their mind works. You get to see what their interests are. You get to see, what pictures of themselves that they think makes them look good. So you'll kind of see you'll see where their confidence and their insecurities lie. If you know how to read certain things, then you'll get far just meeting somebody over the internet. You can also do video chatting and things like that if you're allowed to. That's why that's one of the reasons people are jumping on planes, trains, and automobiles, going to different cities and states and countries to meet people, because the internet.
But when they meet that person and there's no real chemistry, because you're hearing the person's voice for the first time, you've seen the person's face for the first time, you've seen all the nuances, and there's no chemistry, you could have had 60 years of building up this internet. You could have been talking to a chat GPT and didn't even know it. That's what I'm saying. You're right. But
people are willing to take the chance. If you think about it, there would be. Hold on. If it wasn't for the internet, there would be no passport bros. Think about it. But
there was passport bros before the internet.
Oh yeah,
there were way more passport bros. Way. Military guys are passport bros.
You can't count them as passport bros. You can't count them as passport bros. Because passport bros are not from the military. Passport bros are from next door. They're from around the way. Of course, in the military, in the military, you're stationed in different.
No, there's a lot of military passport bros. There's a lot of military passport bros. There's a lot of I'm an employee passport bros. How do you think that they managed to stay there for months? Because they're already retired. They're younger people. They're people who have been working their job for maybe 20 years. You think if you got a government job when you were 25 and you've been there for 25 years, they're 50 years old already. They already
passport bros. Okay, the military personnel have not given up on American women. They're just taking it.
Yes, they have.
Well, not the ones I've known.
They probably. I think a majority of them have, only because they've experienced so many different cultural women. That's what I think. I think they experience, because they move around so much, they've experienced different cultures of women. Also, they were probably the men who were married while in the military, and the relationship fell apart due to distance. And when there's distance in a marriage, especially in the military, which is more than likely going to happen, somebody's cheated. So there's a foul taste in your mouth. When your wife was here in the States and you were, deployed to Korea, there's a foul taste in your mouth.
All I'm saying is
they
that
have access to do things and go places that we wouldn't have necessarily had.
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying. They haven't come from being frustrated in the United States to going overseas. More than likely, they already had a woman here waiting for them to come home when they went overseas. So they're not pissed off at domestic women. They just went overseas.
I think they are, but I think that that's not the only reason why they became passport bros. That can be That can be a part of the reason, but I don't think it's just because they hate American women. I don't think that.
Well, the passport bros. No, wait, no. Passport bro. See, we have to make sure that we understand what passport bros are. Passport bros are not just men who like to go overseas to meet and hook up with overseas women. That's not what they are. Passport bros are men who have become disenchanted, disappointed, and are through with Western women. So that's why I say it's not the military. The passport bros have rejected American women. Like no more of that shit. I'm not putting up with that bullshit no more. Military men are like, nah, American women are good too. But you know, I mean, it just so happens that I met Kim Young over here. You know, I mean, we doing our thing. But they haven't rejected American women, so they're not a passport bro in the organic sense of what a passport bro is. Passport bros are mad at American women. They up out of there. And I also found out that passport bros aren't just from the United States. In the UK, they like, yo, man, the hell with these British chicks. I'm going over, I'm going over to America or somewhere else. So, part of the criteria for being a passport bro is that they're like, I don't have to waste my time. Yeah, I don't have to waste my time or spend my time with these domestic women. I can go overseas and get it popping with them. And, so yeah, that's the criteria for a passport bro. You're not a passport bro just because you like to travel.
Weird about that is that when you say, okay, well, I'm a passport bro, and you're already in Europe, so it takes you no more than 4 hours to go to another city. So let's say you're a passport bro and you're from England and you end up in Spain. What about those Spanish women that makes them available to you are the rejects to the men that are there?
I mean,
you what I'm saying? Like,
it could be that way. It might be that way.
I don't see. No.
It might be. But one thing about the passport bros is they're not going over there looking for no knuckleheads or no mud ducks or no second stringers. From their point of view, they are beautiful women who want to be that. This is what they say. Women who want to be women, who are not on no feminist shit, who are not on no I don't need no man shit, who are not on some I don't have to. They want women.
Then why haven't their men married them?
Some of them, plenty of them have.
Why haven't the men there?
It's not listen. Passport bros are not concerned about why the men over where they're going are not taking advantage of them. Just like
saying, like if they're the good quality women that you believe that they are, because that's what they're selling you, and I'm not trying to convince them not to be.
But the thing is, why would they care? Why would they care?
Why weren't they married by their men?
All they care about is the fact that American women are not responsive enough or not the kind of women that they're looking for. And wherever they're going, they are the kind of women. So they don't give a shit if the men where they're going aren't marrying the women. They like more for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know why y'all not playing with this ball, but I'm gonna play with it.
When you walk into foolishness, it's like you're blinded. You're giving them the benefit of the doubt, and like I said, it's just not me trying to change your mind. You give them the benefit of the doubt that what you see is what you get with them. If they were all of those things, like they have the privilege of being put on a pedestal, right? Mm-hmm. That's the privilege before you even step out on a tarmac. You believe all these wonderful things about these women, because if you didn't, then you wouldn't have gone there. Now you believe all these wonderful things about this woman. You get there, and they're the things that you were presented with. Now, if they are this thing, if they're attractive, they're feminine, they're fit, they're friendly, and all these great things, if they were all of those great things, how come their men don't believe that? How come they're available to you?
Well, individually, passport bros are going where they're going. So individually, individually, they're finding the women that they need. So we can't generalize on why all of the men, wherever they're going, are not marrying all of the women. There are some women that are available, and those are the ones that are being receptive to the passport bros. So that's where their concentration
if there was so many passport bros coming there, wouldn't she already be taken?
I mean, we're talking about millions. We're talking about millions.
This is how I look at it. I look at a man who, if he has really great female friends and he's single, how come if he's such a good guy, none of your friends hooked you up?
Maybe he doesn't.
There has to be something wrong, right?
No.
That's not true.
No.
Because
like he could be a man like me. I don't accept hookups. I don't do hookups. No, you can't. I've never done it either. No. Don't hook me up with nobody. I've always rejected that. I'll find my own. So
even if you have a wonderful girlfriend and you don't trust her judgment to find somebody just as good as her.
All I'm saying is, the question.
That's the question I'm asking.
Okay, ask me again. Ask me again.
If you have a really good female friend who's just a platonic female friend, and she's great, and she says, "Oh, I have a friend for you." You don't trust her judgment that her friend is equally as good as she is to you. That'll be as equally as good to you.
No. One thing doesn't have anything to do with the other. You know what I mean? She might be cute and all of that, but it has to be. I
said good. I didn't say cute. I said
listen. Like I said, she has. Wait. You can't be a good woman for me if you ain't cute. So it starts there. It starts with a physical attraction, and then I get to who you are. But I ain't one of those dudes who play that bullshit. You gotta look good first. That's how you reel me in. And then I got to find out that you're smart, you have a good heart and all of that kind of shit. But it doesn't matter how good you are if I'm not physical.
Woman cold than to meet somebody that you respect and like, and don't think that her friend is a reflection of her. You'd rather meet somebody attractive.
Coco, I'm not trying to be arrogant or anything, but I've never had a problem finding women. And I've never needed to be hooked up.
It's not about a problem.
I'm just saying all I'm saying is I've never needed that, and I've never wanted that. So anybody in my life that has tried to hook me up, I wasn't going for the hookup. The only time I went for the hookup is when, let's say, my man had a situation where he needed me to sit with a chick, while he got busy.
You playing the wingman?
Yeah. I'll do that for you. But other than that, and sometimes that worked out. Sometimes that worked out well, but that was never my thing. Like, yo, you got to get me some. No, we're not doing all of that because for a man like me, there has to be some kind of spiritual connection. I can't have anybody pick somebody for me. It can't happen. I have to feel it. You know what I'm saying? So you would have to be awfully lucky to pick somebody for me, like, oh, this would be a good person for me. Because when you try to do that, you're really looking at what you think I want, or you think that will be good, or you think that would look. Yeah, but you don't know. It just doesn't work. That just doesn't work for me. But nonetheless, I don't go for the, well, if you're so great, then why haven't blah 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 taking advantage of you? What's for you is for you. It's not for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? That's just like this show right here. Some people think this is a great channel. Like, oh man, I don't see why there aren't more people here. I mean, somebody could easily come to the channel and be like, well, if this channel is so great, how come there aren't hundreds of people in the chat? Like, it can't be all that. Ain't nobody coming through here. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you can't always judge it that way. And when we're talking about the passport bros, you're talking about they're going to places where there are thousands and millions of women. So you can't say, it might not be millions of women that are available. There are some, and the ones that are available are the ones that they are hooking up with or taking advantage of, or however you want to term it. But But you can't say that they can't be all of that just because the men who are where they aren't taking advantage of it. Shoot, I've seen many great things that people weren't taking advantage of that I thought like, yo, y'all got a diamond here. Y'all not even doing nothing with it. You know, it happens. Look how many people who are in a relationship with decent people and they take unfair advantage of them or take them for granted all the time. It happens. But what does that have to do with the connection that you make? You have to go for what you want.
What I'm saying is this. I get what you're saying. That I understand what you're saying when you make that point. But I'm just basically saying that if they want to go overseas to find love, so be it. My thing is you don't have to disrespect the women that you leave behind. And my thing is don't go over there with the privilege of women being on a pedestal only to experience the same kind of attitude, but they still get the privilege of being amazing women. Go wherever you want to go. Go wherever you want to go and do whatever you want to do. But no matter where you go, there you are. So if you're a jerk over here, you're gonna be a jerk over there.
Exactly. Now I totally believe that. Now, you know, a lot of times when you're the new person, when something is new, it's all shiny, it's all bright, it's all fun, it's all, you know, it's like an amusement park. Well, when you get on a roller coaster for the first time, it's exhilarating. It might even make you sick or whatever. But if you ride it a few times, then it's not as scary anymore. You know what I mean? It might not even seem like it's as fast as it was. You know, you get used to it. You know, but so maybe it could be that because these passport bros are maybe they're going to different places, different countries. You know, maybe they're hooking up with them there. Maybe some of them have grabbed them and came back home because they found what they wanted. How the bottom line is well, I guess what I'm trying to say is there's a good chance that the women that they met that may have been so enamored with them, maybe they came back to life. They may have come back to life after a while. Like, wait a minute, you know, I thought you were a great American, and I thought you were so big, and you were so strong, and you were so powerful. But it turns out that you're nothing but a little bitch. It could happen, but at the time, when you was over in the other country, it was all good. It was, you know what I mean? You know, maybe they had some kind of exchange that worked for both of them, and they hooked up. And that's why when the other caller was on, yeah, go ahead.
For me, I just feel like it bothers me when you can have 2 or 3 bad experiences with the woman here, and every woman is a piece of trash. She's a gold digger, and she's a this and she's a that. You have 3 bad experiences over there, but that's not everybody. Every woman is not like that, because I met some really great women, and I was this, and like, you know, they don't get the same kind of frustration that women here in the States get. We get painted with such a broad brush that, you know, oh, this woman here is a whore. Like the guy who just hung up, oh, this girl's a whore, and this is a girl that's this, and it's like everybody's for the street. Even if you went out with them 2 or 3 times and never did anything, every girl's for the street. They can have that same experience with the woman overseas, and yet still they give her the benefit of the doubt and say, oh, well, you know, that's not everybody. That's not every experience. I met some really nice women over there too. But we get shitted on over here. That's one of the things that I really can't stand about the whole situation, is that we're not given the benefit of the doubt the same way other women are given. We're not allowed to be individuals. We have to be an entire group, whereas others are seen as individuals, and I don't think that that's right. And I also don't like I said, when you want to approach a marriage-minded woman and you turn it into something casual, only to then leave, and now it's kind of like you ran up like miles on her body. There's everything that you don't like about it, like, oh, you know, she has a high body count. But you know,
that's another internet thing. You know, I'm trying.
Date a woman who wants to be casual, and don't look at her don't look down on her because she wants to be as casual as you want to be.
Well, see,
But no, you approach a woman who has marriage minded, you treat her casual, and then she gets looked at poorly. When all you could have done was just dated a woman who wanted something casual too. But no, you won't date a casual woman because something about her makes you feel like, oh man, she's been with too many men.
well, see, we talking about we're talking about a whole lot of men. And we talking about the passport bros. We're talking about a whole lot of men, and we talking about a whole lot of women. And it's funny because passport bros seem to generalize all Western women or American women, but they generalize all American women as being, you know, conceited and entitled and fat or whatever. But they also generalize all the women wherever they go as being docile and sweet and beautiful and, you know, whatever. They're wrong on both counts, but
even when that wasn't their experience, they still get the privilege of being, they get the privilege of being individuals, not part of the masses.
Right. Well, hold on a second, because we have another call on the line, and
okay, I'll let you go because I have to get ready for. I have to actually go to bed and work tomorrow. But it was great talking to you.
It was great talking to you too. Thanks for calling in. It was good. It's always good to match a voice with the profile. Don't hesitate to call in again.
Everybody in the chat.
All right. Have a good one.
You too. Bye.
Good call. All right. We have another caller. I want to thank y'all. I want to thank y'all for chatting it up. A lot of interesting stuff tonight. We talking about the passport bros. Trying to explain it. Do we know? I don't know. I don't know if we know. When we asking questions, we giving some answers. We tooling around with some things. We winding down on the show. This will probably be my last caller, but I want to thank everybody in advance for coming through. Thanks for hitting the like button. Don't forget to hit the like button again. Emily Dunlap, thanks for coming through, and also Texas Sapphire, appreciate it. All right, so we're going to take the caller. Caller with the last number is 4662. Welcome to the Daily Go Getimism Show. Thank you for holding. What's on your mind tonight? What's good?
What's up, man? I can't talk for long because I got to work in like 5 hours and I still got to sleep. But I could kind of pick up on some of the points of the last conversation. A lot of men do go to other countries to find women because they generalize all the women here in Western countries. Mm-hmm. That is true. That is very true. And I feel like a lot of it is kind of reasonable as well. Because, I mean, in thinking of it from the younger men's standpoint, and I know a lot of older men have the same view, but a lot of younger men around this internet, I mainly blame the internet, I'll be honest. Mm-hmm. Women are generalized as being manipulative. They always like to cheat. They like to use men and objectify men. That is the main thing I see for men and passport bros. Women, they view women as people who want to objectify men. I think that is the main reason. And they look at women from second world countries, third world countries, or anything outside of Western countries as perfect people. And I can't say that they are. I can't say that women from those countries are going to be any better. But from viewing the standpoint of a passport bro, I can see why they think that. That's the main point I wanted to get out there.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And I appreciate that. Oh, you gotta turn your device down a little bit.
Yeah.
You got it?
What's up? Wait, what'd you say?
Yeah, you must have your device on because I'm hearing a really bad echo.
Oh, I'm sorry. It shouldn't be echoing. I don't have anything else open. I'm not sure why it's doing that. It might be my phone.
Oh, do you have me on speaker?
Let me try muting. Yeah, let me turn it off speaker. That should fix it.
Yeah, that'll fix it.
All right, there we go.
All right, cool. So the thing is, it's easy to generalize something when things aren't happening in a good way for you. It's almost like human nature.
Yeah.
If I try time and time again and I'm getting a negative result, I'm either going to come to the conclusion that this is not for me or that I'm doing something wrong. Now, a lot of people believe that they're doing all the right things, and they may be as far as what people have told them. Like maybe they were told that if you I don't know, if you wash up good, use cologne, dress nice, approach people kindly, and are considerate, and chivalrous, and you do all of the things that your people told you that you were supposed to do, and those things fail, or they're not being appreciated. And I think appreciation is the thing that sparks this whole thing. Every man and woman wants to be with somebody and go places where they are appreciated. We see this in sports. We see this on jobs. We see this in families. Nobody likes to feel like they are putting in work or putting in a lot of effort and doing the right things and being considerate of others, and people just treat them like chopped liver. Nobody wants that. So if that happens to you enough times, you're going to get the impression that this is the way it is around here. So just like a lot of people, especially black people who moved from the Midwest and up north and on the East Coast down to Atlanta for a better life, I could see why they would go to another country to find a mate. The only real problem I have with it is the thinking that they can't find what they want here from anybody. But that's their struggle and their choice. So
Yep. Everybody has their own struggles. Everybody has their own reasons for things, and I can't say that the passport bros are wrong for what they're doing, but I think that they should look into it more and that they should try harder to find somebody right for them here.
Yeah. But
I think they give up a bit too easily.
They probably I'm sure plenty of them have given up easily. And one thing that we didn't really touch on a lot is the power angle of it, because I'm sure that there are plenty of passport bros with really, really negative intentions. Like, I'm gonna get somebody who don't talk back. I'm gonna get somebody who I can smack. I'm gonna get somebody who will make sure that she don't go outside, cover up all the time. Somebody that'll cook, clean, say yes, roll over, get my slippers. I'm sure. Now I'm not going to say that it's all of them, but there has to be some of them, because we have plenty of that here. So and I'm sure that there are others who just have a lot of money and they just want to be, they want to be on some Playboy shit. I'm like, shit, for my money, like if I'm a young entrepreneur, I'm getting all of this money and whatever, I have time and access. Shoot, why not jump on a plane? Jump on a plane. Look, we're gonna go to Brazil today, and we're gonna go to Paris tomorrow. Well, yeah, maybe not today and tomorrow, but you understand what I'm saying. If you have access that way, and you like to travel and have a good time, and you maybe you want to fill up your resume and your passport stamps with a bunch of different places, and maybe you found some good in all of those places. And maybe if you've gone to enough places enough times, you see that no, it's not all good over here, but in comparison to where I came from, this is still better for me culturally.
Yeah.
So I ain't mad at that. And probably there's no way I could think that there are no good American women. I've had nothing but good experiences with American women, but I've had some bad experiences too. But it didn't hit me hard enough to say, oh, you know what, that did it. That did it. I'm going to Ghana. I'm ending it all.
Yeah.
I'll show them.
That's another reason I feel like it has a big part on the younger men nowadays, because you're not too young. No, I don't want to say that because it sounds offensive, but it's
no, I'm 54.
People, I feel like it really is a lot harder because they haven't had as much life experience to know that there are good women, and a lot of them grew up thinking this way because of the internet.
Well, no.
Like there are definitely older people.
It's the internet has definitely influenced some people negatively, but you have to understand. I'm 54, so I grew up without the internet, but we also had influences in the music. So I'm growing up with NWA talking about bitches ain't nothing but hoes and tricks. You know what I'm saying? All women are bitches and hoes. They don't care about nothing. Except when you got money. As soon as your money is gone. So we didn't need the internet to show us or teach us that some negative things about women. You know what I mean? We had our struggles too, and a lot of men got caught up in that. Yeah. Like there are plenty of men who never had problems getting women, and then there are plenty of men who had nothing but problems with getting with women. And so they took the narrative of whatever worked for them. So the internet does the same thing. There are plenty of good women on the internet. They all crazy, I think, because you can definitely hide your crazy on the internet. You can definitely do that. Yeah. Some people struggle with it more than others, but you can hide it until at least you meet in person. But it comes out on the internet too. Like, so let me get this straight. You say we have to video chat 5 times a day? If you're maniacal in real life, you'll be maniacal on the internet too, and you'll find somebody to facilitate that bullshit. So it is what it is. But listen, man, I want to thank you for calling in. I really appreciate your call. Thanks for supporting the channel.
Thanks, man. Thanks for the conversation. Good one.
Without a doubt. Have a good night.
You too.
All right. Good call right there, y'all. Good call. Good call. Blue pill, red pill. Said y'all had some good, loving, long granddad. What the fuck? Hold on. What's this motherfucker talking about? Wait a minute. Before he talking about James Brown and Earth, Wind, and Fire. I'm 54. Like you, Earth, Wind, and Fire, yeah, but that's like when I was a kid. Like, James Brown, yeah, when I was a kid, but James Brown is not from my era. The Commodores, oh yeah. The good Commodores with Lionel Richie, when Lionel Richie had soul. All right, y'all, let's do these birthday shout outs because it's 4:00 in the morning. Let's do these birthday shout outs. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious September 30th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They get number 1 out the box. Judge Janine, happy birthday to you. And also Joy Daniels, happy birthday. And Sassy Diva McIntyre, no relation. But what up, cuz? Happy birthday to you. And also Arminta Hairston, happy birthday. And she's raising money for the nonprofit March of Dimes. Happy birthday. All right. And Deanna Cougar Weeks, happy birthday to you. And Sierra Renee. And also Hazel Robertson and my girl, Reza Sunshine Johnson. And last but not least, Sylvia Banks. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all. And I hope that today finds you all in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious September 30th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up, but don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on and do the damn, the rock out, rock on and do the damn, rock out, rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. Anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, go hard, go for yours, and remember, passport bros, they will get on a plane and go find something. They can run a train or something like that. Buses, trains, automobiles, planes. You know what I'm talking about, man. You understand they have become frustrated with American women. They hate it. So they said, I'm going to get on this thing and I'm going to get on the bird and go and find me another word. And I know that it's going to be good because I'm tired of these hood rats in my hood. So I'm going to take matters into my own hands and go find me another land where I can find me a little hottie, little shorty, and a little something good for a little $40 is all it takes. And we was up in the telly getting sweaty and smelly. And I felt so good about the interaction that I brought her back to the States and we on permanent dates. We got kids. We got a life. I'm glad I went to somewhere and found me a wife. Because I couldn't find one here. Because I was tired of them American women. Because they... All right. Well, I mean, to each his own. The only part that disturbs me about the whole passport bro situation is that they have taken on the mantra that they can't find whatever they want here because it's not available. It doesn't exist. That's a little hard for me to accept. But hey, I said, hey, American women, they all right. I mean, they got their little shit with them, but I'm still go back and get them because they are the tops of the pops. And I don't care if I act crazy and try to call the cops. I can't believe you called the man on me. Well, we got to break up, but let's do this shake up. And I know that from the time I met you, I knew that you was the one and I had to get you. So I got what I wanted. I was trying to get some pussy, wound up getting fucked. Well, hard luck. It'd be like that sometimes, kid. But you still got to roll with the punches like I did. And everything is going to be okay. I see y'all tomorrow like I saw y'all today. So I'll be back tomorrow at 2 a.m. And I hope that y'all come through and bring some friends. Ain't no reason that it shouldn't have been a lot of more people in this type of situation, but no frustration. It's all right. Yo, I'm glad that y'all came, and I wish that I had each and every one of y'all names. But peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death, resuscitate y'all, love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow night, 2 a.m. with another Daily Go Getimism show. So make sure you get up out the bed. Oh, man, the boy sun is on. Let me see. We talk about the night. Hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Simple as that. All right, Blog Talk, we gonna get you out of here. Yeah. And for my YouTubers, you know just how we do, but thanks for coming on through. See you on the other side, my boobers. Let me take off my uniform. Let me take off my struggle beads. Yeah. Let me take off the one of you. Just like I took off the one for me. So now I can get a little loose and take it down. Gotta get my ass in the bed right now. It's tomorrow, but I started today, but it was 2 o'clock. So what the hell can I say? All right, y'all. Peace. Hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel. All right.